Let me talk to you right now. Some of you are so quick to complain and you don't have the results to. You're not willing to do the work required for you to get over the hump. So, of course, the bottom performer, the victim, oh my God, the victim today. The victim, it's only because of me. Nobody likes talking to you when you talk like that. Nobody wants to be around you when you talk like that, especially when we know you're powerful. Welcome to another episode of In the Living Room podcast, where we learn, laugh, and heal. And yes, yet again, you lovely viewer, you're my guest here today. So I don't know who you are. I don't know what got your attention to come here, but let's just make a deal. If this episode speaks to you, if there's value to you, then do what we're supposed to do and subscribe to the channel. Only if it serves you. Afterwards, if you want to go and see the incredible interviews I've done or look further, by all means. But let's just make that deal. At the end of it, wait to the end. I'm going to be here for a little bit. At the end, if it serves you, you hit the subscribe. If it's on you to share, comment, that's on you. Deal? All right, deal, beloved. I take it. Now, hear me out. Here's what I want to tell you. Your environment is more important than what you think it is. Some of us have gotten so good at being isolated to self-destruct our own beliefs of what we can be, and then are afraid to come around people because we feel like we're going to be the dark cloud that would dim the light in the room. This one's to you. The fuck out of here with that. You hear me? Get around believers. Get around people who are doing. Get around people that, regardless of how tough the task is, they're going to find a way. So that way you could be part of the energy. It synchronizes with you. It sinks into what you can do. You got to get around people that believe. The greatest people around them, you know what they had? A coach. A coach. They can analyze from an angle that you can't see. As long as you're willing to put in the work, they don't got the gifts that you got. They don't got the dream that you got. They don't got the talent that you got. But they got the skill set from the outside looking in, and they believe in you because they believe in themselves to give you what you're supposed to do to change the view, the outcome of your world, the outcome of the things that you want, the outcome of the success you deserve. Get around the environment of people that stretch you. You have to, because it's not happening by yourself. It's just not. There's only so much you could do by yourself. And yes, it's uncomfortable. You have to learn how to speak to people. Learn the skill. Learn, because if you don't learn how to communicate, pay attention to me. You better learn how to communicate, because as soon as you open your mouth, you tell people about yourself. Shout out to Les Brown. You got to get good at painting the picture that people are supposed to see when you start to speak. But get around people that believe in you so you learn how to speak well about you. Coño. You understand that sometimes when you're in the low, they're the ones that are going to take you out the ditch so you could do it for them later on. That is what a partnership and friendship is supposed to be. That is what I believe we're here for. To push the hope forward. To not just dwell on the bad and clown on the distraction and point out the negative. We're sick and tired of being sick and tired. But are you really? Because I know people who've been through a lot and some way, somehow still find a way to fight. And it's not even a fight that they're losing. They're fighting even though they know they're going to win, because it's required for the dream to still be here. There's people that you got to get. I'm going to give you an example of me when I was smart enough when I was young to get around people that believed in me, but I also believed in them. Shout out to my brother Swell. It's a huge story here. From the day he met me, or from the day I met him, I already knew he was powerful. I do have an episode with him, which is incredible. Swell got an incredible story. Got signed by a record label when he was 15 years old. Him and the Arsonist traveled the world, opened up for artists that you dreamed of opening up for. This man is like the epitome of what hip hop is, right? Getting in from the bottom. Think about being in high school with your records is playing on the radio. Huge deal, right? And the time I meet him in my life, he gives me his life in a car. We speak for like 3 hours, and I'm 19 years old. I'm working in a city, and I just knew leaving the Bronx, New York was gonna get me around some people of this caliber, and I didn't know why, and I met him, okay? Thought he was incredible. The guy could dance, could rap, Because what can he do? Martial arts, he could kick over something. I'm trying to tell you, real life superhero. For me, I believe in him regardless of what, right? But he also gave it to me when he saw my skill set to be able to speak to a customer and how I was in a room. And I set my goals early at this company, said, I want to be a manager because the guy in front of me told me that, if I followed these steps, I could get what he got. And I believed him regardless of what my parents or my friends thought. Okay? I saw the example and went after it and was going to do it whether I failed at it or not because it was in my heart to do it. Some of us got a body clock that's letting us know that the dream is going to die unless we don't start moving. Like some of you are so good at being sour when things can be sweet. If you just move forward, hear me. I got to a point where I got so well at this company that by the time I was 21 years old, something that degree, I was a sales manager, right? I get moved around, and as hard as you work, I almost lost. Let me tell you how the journey works. I worked super hard to get that position and almost got fired my first 3 months on the road. And from the blessing of God, he keeps you in places where you're supposed to at times. All in all, me and Swell are still like this, but we were like this. And I was given a high value store. Let's call it a level 3 store. When you get promoted, you start at level 1. 3 months into my role, they give me a level 3 store that I worked with my man Swell with. And I knew at the time, it was right before he got booked to be in the Batman movie. Yeah, I'm here to show off my friends. My man is in the Batman movie, right? I think this was right after. Yeah, it was shortly after. So he's already doing things, as I say. One of my favorite people to speak to because, man, I think he has this magnet to achieve crazy things if he just gets out his head. And when he does, magic happens. I say this to say this to you. The area manager told me, you don't have 90 days to turn this store around. I'm giving you this position, and I think I'm giving it to you prematurely. You don't have what it takes to fix this store right away. Sometimes you just got to say some things to get somebody activated. And I'm up for the challenge. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm the best. I am the best person for the job. But it's changing my style because I believe it's 90 days to get sustainable growth. If the person that I'm working with sees that I'm here for them, not here to take them out and work with them, we can get sustainability in numbers. If you want me to come in here and burn and turn and build fear, it's going to be hard. But I don't have the say-so here. These are the circumstances. Here's the message for you. Some of you are walking around too casual when it's an emergency for you to get to what you need to get to. Get to it. So I get in there, and the first thing I do is I have one-on-ones with every single person in the room. And I know what you're thinking. I hate people like him. Some of you need that. You need someone to come in there and hold you accountable day one because when you're skating and you're floating through life. I didn't have the opportunity to wait. Every single person I sat down one by one, and here's all I did. Tell me do you want to be here? Yes. Okay, do you think you could get to these numbers? I will let them give me whatever excuse they had. Oh, is the company's making it hard and it's making it tough, yada, yada, yada. I said, fantastic. I went to their numbers 3 months prior. Well, you did it then. I'm asking you to do it now, and I'll help you do it. Do we have a deal? Shake their hand. Everyone says yes except one person. Who? My brother Swell. He's like, I feel you, bro, and I love you, bro, but this system is set for me to fail. No matter what you say, the focus at the time was customer satisfaction. We had to make sure that the customer left us good surveys. And he goes, listen, I'm down to do all the work you say, but regardless of what, they keep giving me bad surveys. The system is set for me to fail. Spoken like a great bottom performer. Let me talk to you right now. Some of you are so quick to complain and you don't have the results to. You're not willing to do the work required for you to get over the hump. So, of course, the bottom performer, the victim, oh my God, the victim today. The victim most is only because of me. Nobody likes talking to you when you talk like that. Nobody wants to be around you when you talk like that, especially when we know you're powerful. So I'm in my mind going, how do I not make this a personal battle between me and my man? Because I'm going to be real with y'all. The place I was in my life, I said, it's either going to be you or me. This is business, bro. And I'm trying to tell you, I need you to do these things because I know you can. But I couldn't find a way for him to see it in himself. I was trying to push my belief in what I see he can do to him, and it just wasn't happening. It was blocking. It was just not getting in there. And I had to patiently, even though he was in the room, because some of us got to have this much grace and patience for the people you love and care for. Some of you are so full of shit, you want to be mad because it's your favorite thing to be, mad and bitter. And it's corny now. Like the world, it deserves for you to be the best version of you. The people around you deserve that. You deserve that. But deciding to be bitter and immature and ill, bro. But how do you say that to get the results you want? I got to get my man to see what I see because I don't want to fire him. And I want to be around him. But it's either him or me. And sometimes it gets here in business. So I'm sitting and I'm thinking and I'm like, I said, I got it. I said, let me ask you a question, Swell. You don't think that you're calling this to yourself? Like you're not attracting it? And he's like, no. You mean to tell me because I think, I'm going to get a bad survey, I get one. This is prior to all this, personal development and all the stuff you see now, manifestation. And I'm telling him, absolutely yes. And he's like, you're bugging. I do all the right work, but still get the bad result. So how do you combat that? And I said, okay, let me ask you a question. And I propose this to you if you're still watching. If someone who's not athletic, they're not known to do triathlons and marathons, they don't even hit the gym, right? They barely, on occasion, they work out. You get a phone call to do a 13-mile obstacle course a week from the day of the call. So, example, someone calls me today and say, yo, Rob, all is good, bro? I got a ticket for an obstacle course, Tough Mudder. It's 13 miles. When is it? Next week. Physically, am I prepared already to take on this journey? Absolutely not. There's no way that I'm going to be able to do that, right? My body's not even ready for it. It's going to shut down. I'm going to hurt myself. I asked Swell the same question. He goes, right, absolutely not. There's no way. Can't do that. I go, the only way I'm going to be able to accomplish this goal that clearly doesn't make sense physically is if I mentally believe I could get it done. Yes or no? He goes, correct. Reminder. Here's the point, the pivotal point. Swell actually did that. He was called a week before to do a 13-mile obstacle course, which we did a 7-mile obstacle course and he almost didn't finish, and got a call to do a 13-mile obstacle course and finished the mission. I looked him right in his face and I closed and I said, you were the one who did that because you believed you can. Because for you, it was do or die. So I need that Swell to come and apply that here. It was a moment of silence. After all the back and forth, he nodded, he dapped me up, and was not only the number one rep that month, he was the number one rep for like 7 months in a row. That is the power behind getting around believers. They'll speak in the tone you need to hear. Because all this speaking soft and not hurting your feelings, fuck your feelings. You need to get in the right state of mind to go take care of what you're supposed to. I promise you all I want to do is be around people that believe ridiculous about what they can do because I need to be around that energy, that synergy, because believe it or not, I need it too. And I hope this episode served you. If and only it served you, do what you're supposed to do. Hit that comment, like button, you already know. If not, it was a pleasure meeting you. Welcome for those who stay, and goodbye to those who leave. It's another episode in the Living Room Podcast where we learn, laugh, and heal.